Ramble.
Hello. I go through phases with clothing. Sometimes I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with clothes. I'm obsessed with fashion. I'm obsessed with getting dressed in the morning. I'm obsessed with shopping online. I'm obsessed with making fashion-related mood boards. I'm just obsessed. And then sometimes I couldn't care less. And clothing and fashion is the last thing that's on my mind. Well, right now in this present moment, I'm going through a phase where all I can think about is clothes. I spend so much of my free time making mood boards, putting together outfits just for fun. Like, for whatever reason, I'm just in a phase. And I thought, in honor of my current fashion excitement, we could play a game of Would You Rather, Fashion Edition. Feel free to play along at home. I think we're going to have a lot of fun today. I think this is going to be seriously fun. Let's waste no more time. Okay, starting out with, would you rather have to stick to one style aesthetic for the rest of your life, or have to be completely on trend for the rest of your life? Okay, well, let's look at these two options. On one hand, you could choose any style, any sort of aesthetic that you want, which gives you, you have a lot of options, and that's kind of a good thing. But you have to make a choice that you will stick to for the rest of your life. That's a big commitment. On the other hand, you get to change up your style all the time, but you always have to be extremely on trend. And there are going to be moments when the trends aren't cute. It happens. And that would be a nightmare. Like, imagine something goofy's on trend. For example, I don't know, tiny little mini shorts, like teeny tiny little low-waisted early 2000s mini shorts. Let's say those are on trend and it's summertime. Now you have to wear those and they look goofy and they're so uncomfortable and you hate them, but it's on trend, so you're stuck wearing them. Listen, I can't handle that. I can't handle my style being dictated by what's on trend, because I would argue 50% of the time I'm not really loving what's on trend. And then 50% of the time I'm loving it. So because of that, I would have to choose to stick to one style aesthetic for the rest of my life. And the style I would choose would probably have to be timeless, preppy, classic. Okay, I'm talking about blue jeans. I'm talking about khaki dress pants. I'm talking about button-down shirts. I'm talking about plain white t-shirts. I'm talking about loafers. I'm talking about plain boots. I'm talking about maybe blazers, even though I don't even wear blazers a lot, but it is kind of a preppy classic look. Just classic, very simple, very muted in a way, but effective. That is what I would choose. Because honestly, I think you can't go wrong with that style ever. It always looks cool. It will always look cool. It will always be chic. It will always be hot. It will always be fun. It might get boring because it's very safe, right? But I don't know. It's just always going to be the baseline cool, like the obvious cool. It's never going to not be cool, but it's also never going to be a massive trend either because it's so obvious. Okay, moving on. Would you rather always be overdressed or always be underdressed? Well, I have a major fear of being overdressed. On the other hand, I don't have a fear of being underdressed. In fact, I have experienced being underdressed many times in my life, and it's never bothered me. I'm not going to say it's never bothered me. I think it actually has probably bothered me a little bit before, but not nearly as much as my experiences being overdressed. Being overdressed for me is like a traumatizing experience because, to begin with, dressing up and being a little fancy, makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't know why. I don't know what sort of deep-seated issues I have, but I feel like an imposter when I get dressed up. I don't feel like myself. I feel like I'm pretending and like I'm playing dress up. And listen, sometimes that can be fun, but most of the time it just makes me uncomfortable. As I'm getting older, I'm getting better at still feeling myself when I get all dressed up and dolled up, but I'll always have moments in my life where dressing up makes me feel like an imposter and like I'm not myself. So that feeling combined with the social anxiety of being overdressed is just too much to bear for me. Whereas it's weird because I feel the most myself when I'm not wearing makeup, my hair isn't done, and I'm not wearing a fancy outfit. I don't know why, but that's just when I feel the most myself. It's actually really interesting because I don't know if that's a popular experience. There are a lot of people I know that feel the most themselves when, they've put some effort into getting ready for the day. I kind of envy that because I like getting dressed up. I do. I think it's kind of fun. I like, putting on makeup, putting effort into doing my hair, putting on a really chic outfit, whatever. I like that process. I enjoy it. But for whatever reason, it makes me feel like I'm not me anymore. And I feel the most me when I'm just stripped down in my most pure self. So, in conclusion, I would rather always be underdressed because what it really comes down to is how being overdressed versus being underdressed affects me emotionally. When I'm overdressed, I feel weird. I just feel weird and I shut down socially. I'm not able to fully be present in conversations and stuff because all I can think about is the fact that I'm overdressed. Whereas when I'm underdressed, I feel really myself and really comfortable and I can talk to anybody. And even if I feel a little bit uncomfortable because I feel kind of out of place because I'm underdressed, there's something about being underdressed that's like armor for me. Like comfy clothes feels like armor for me. I can handle more discomfort when I'm physically comfortable in what I'm wearing. Anyway, moving on. Would you rather be able to use a shoulder bag only for the rest of your life or only be able to use a tote bag forever? So a shoulder bag is a smaller bag, something that maybe only fits your phone, wallet, keys, and maybe one or two other small objects like a lip balm. Whereas a tote bag is a big bag that you throw over your shoulder that can fit fucking anything, okay? We're talking about your laptop, okay? We are talking about your headphones. We are talking about a book and a journal. We're talking about everything your heart desires can go in that bag. If I had to choose a bag for the rest of my life, I'm going to choose a tote bag because tote bags are, number one, really cute. Okay, they are cute. I like how they look. I like how a big bag looks as an accessory. I think it is sort of mom energy, dare I say, MILF energy. I like it. And listen, I don't wear tote bags as often. I actually wear shoulder bags more often because I normally don't need a tote bag. I don't need to bring around a bag that carries my entire life in it. But if I had to commit to one for the rest of my life, it'd have to be a tote. They're really cute. You're not sacrificing cuteness, but they are seriously effective and they carry everything. Yeah. Although I would miss shoulder bags. I would because I think that they're very cute and I love them. But we have to make a decision here. Would you rather wear full denim, head to toe, everything denim, or wear full plaid, head to toe, everything plaid? This is tough. This is tough because I'm actually not super opposed to either of them. Like a full denim look head to toe could be badass. A full plaid look head to toe could be badass. Just depends on the plaid. Is the plaid a cute plaid or is it an ugly plaid? There is a massive difference. I would say I would rather wear a full plaid outfit. And the reason for that is I haven't really seen anyone ever wear full plaid head to toe. I cannot think of a time. Whereas I have seen people wear full denim outfits head to toe many, many, many times. And I think it would be fun to try something new. So I would choose full plaid. Next, would you rather wear leg warmers with every outfit for a year or always have to be wearing a hat? Ugh. Okay. See, leg warmers are in trend right now. They are. And they probably will be for the next year. So it's a safe choice. Hats are very versatile. There are many different types of hats. There's beanies, there's baseball caps, there's bucket hats, there's lots of different types of hats. But I don't really like hats that much. I just don't like how they look on me. I also think that they sort of overwhelm your head in your face. And as much as I think that leg warmers are a little bit trendy and I'm already kind of sick of them, I never really got into them, to be honest. Like, I never really liked them particularly. I don't hate them. I've worn them like once since they've become sort of a trendy thing again. But I don't know. It's not really a trend that has me in a chokehold on a personal level. You know, hats are classic and timeless, right? But also having to wear one every day would be a bummer. So I think I'm going to have to choose leg warmers. They are cute. They're not my favorite trend that's ever happened, but they're also pretty versatile and they're also on your ankles. So they're not catching the eye as much as a hat. Would you rather only be able to wear cute stuff that everybody has and it's not rare at all? Like, you are wearing pieces that are considered basic, if you will, but they're cute, but they're basic. Or only be able to wear ugly stuff, but it's rare and nobody else has those clothing pieces. I thought that this one was really interesting because I think that this sort of touches on the obsession that people have with owning unique pieces. And I used to sort of have an obsession with wearing things that nobody else had. And I don't know why, because who fucking cares? But I was always like, well, I want to be unique, you know? And so I would go and try to find weird things at thrift stores and stuff like that that no one else had to try to be different and stand out and never have to worry about showing up to a party and wearing the same thing as the next girl. You know, I never had to worry about that. But I'm over that now. I don't care. If I like a piece of clothing, I like a piece of clothing. End of story. I don't care if everybody has it or nobody has it and it's one of one. If I think it's cute, I think it's cool, there it is. So I would rather only be able to wear cute stuff that everybody has and it's not rare, because I don't care about being the only person who has a clothing piece. It just doesn't matter. I mean, listen, sometimes when something gets too popular and everybody's wearing it, it makes me get sick of it. I get like fatigue in a way. And every time I see that piece, I'm like, ew, I can't see that thing one more fucking time. But I'm willing to take that risk so that I can still wear things that I enjoy and think are cute. Next, would you rather only be able to wear dresses or only be able to wear skirts? This one is obvious for me. I would so much rather only be able to wear skirts. I love skirts. I went my whole life hating skirts, never wearing a skirt or rarely wearing a skirt and pretty much never wearing a dress. Just because, number one, I don't always like the way that they look on me. I find that with most dresses, they're always a little bit too long. They never fit my body properly. It's just like, no. And also they're uncomfortable. I've always found dresses uncomfortable because personally, I like the feeling of clothes not being tight to my body, but sort of being secure on my body. And I don't feel that way with dresses. I always feel like with dresses, things cinch at weird places and there's just something about it that is uncomfortable for me. I like the feeling of having my pants and top be separate. I don't know why. Like, physically wearing the piece, I prefer having two separate pieces on, a top and a bottom. I've never liked the feeling of wearing a full body suit in any way, shape, or form, whether that be a dress or that be overalls or that be a jumpsuit. I've just never liked the feeling. I don't know why. I literally don't know why, but I've just always been that way. So because of that, I would choose skirts. Number one, I think that skirts are cooler. But number two, I just physically don't like the feeling of wearing a dress. I don't know why. I am very sensitive about the way that clothes fit me. Like, I'm very particular about it. And it's only gotten worse as I've gotten older. Like, I'm so picky about how things fit. And if they don't fit perfectly, I won't wear them. And that's why you see me wearing the same exact shorts to bed every night, because they just have that perfect fit that I can't get anywhere else. And so I get into routines of wearing the same thing over and over and over again because it's just the perfect fit for that given moment. And then at a certain point, I move on to the next thing, but I'm very obsessed with how things fit. Also, skirts can sort of look like a dress too. Like, depending on what sort of top you wear with your skirt, it can give the feeling and the illusion of a dress. So, skirts all the way. When you launch an online presence, one of the best ways to stand out is to share your full, authentic self. Your personality should come through in your business because that's what people connect to. With my company, Chamberlain Coffee, my podcast, and everything that I do on the internet, I am constantly trying to put my truest self out there. And it's not always easy. It's shockingly challenging because it can be easy to sort of manicure the version of yourself that you put out there. If you're building a brand and establishing an online presence, you need your personality to show, and Squarespace allows you to do that. It doesn't matter if you're building an online shop or if you're trying to create content, your unique traits will shine on whatever website you create on Squarespace. Squarespace has so many custom templates to build a site for the exact vibe that you're trying to go for, with different fonts, colors, sections, designs, and more. It's very easy to make your site feel unique to you. And you can take all of those brand ingredients and apply them to things like email campaigns so that your followers get more exposure to that great personality of yours. And to really allow you to add your unique touch, you'll be able to personalize your site with customizable galleries, powerful blogging tools to share your story, and much more. So head to squarespace.com/Emma for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code Emma to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Next, would you rather have to wear tights every day with every outfit that you wear, or never be allowed to wear socks? This one actually is challenging because I hate tights. I don't like the way that they feel most of the time. I mean, sometimes it's fine, but I feel very claustrophobic when I'm wearing tights. But at the same time, I adore socks. I wear socks with everything, even things that you're not supposed to wear socks with. Like, I love wearing socks. And the idea of not ever being able to wear socks again really hurts. So I am in a pickle here. I'm in a pickle. But you know what? I think I'm going to have to go with never wearing socks again. Because as much as I adore socks and think socks are a magical thing, I really don't like the feeling of wearing tights. I also don't like how they look most of the time. Sometimes tights are cute, don't get me wrong, but also sometimes they're not. Whoop, there it is, you know? Would you rather only be able to wear red accessories or only be able to wear black accessories? This is challenging because red and black accessories are my favorite. Actually, I would say red, black, and brown. I'm very attracted to those colors of accessories. I'm thinking, well, the thing I like about red accessories is that red almost always offers a pop of color to an outfit, which I really appreciate. And weirdly, I feel like red can almost act as a neutral sometimes. It can almost act as like a neutral color because you could be wearing an entirely blue, beige, brown, white outfit, let's say. Let's say your outfit's those colors. And you could throw a red bag and it'll match. You could throw a red bag into that equation and it works. Red is very versatile and it can honestly take an outfit to the next level, like just throwing in a pop of red. A black accessory is reliable. You know, it goes with almost everything. Not everything, though. Doesn't go with everything, but it goes with almost everything. And it's sort of safe. It's like the safe option. But I'm going to be honest, I'm going to choose red accessories, only being able to wear red accessories. Red sunglasses, red purse, red hats, you know, like whatever it may be. I think that's what I'd have to choose, because as much as I do love black accessories, I just love what a pop of red can add to an outfit. Next, would you rather have to style sweatpants on a red carpet or not be able to wear makeup on a red carpet? Well, the truth is, I actually don't really care too much about what I wear on the red carpet. Like, I do care. If I go to a red carpet, I do care. But let's think about why I care. It's because I don't want to get made fun of on the internet. Let's be fucking honest. If it was up to me, I would wear sweatpants and no makeup on a red carpet every single time, just so that I could be comfortable and feel the most me and whatever and just comfy. I would love that. But there's an added level of complication when people on the internet perceive what you're wearing. So let's think about what I would get more bullied for doing. Would I get more bullied for styling sweatpants on a red carpet or not wearing makeup on a red carpet? Well, the funny thing is, with not wearing makeup on the red carpet, in theory, this should be something that I wouldn't get bullied for. And in fact, it should be the opposite. It should be like, okay, like, that's a ballsy move, you know, rock on, queen. Although in reality, that would not happen, unfortunately. That's not how the internet would work. It would be like, why does she look like fucking ass? Like, why does she look like shit right now? Why does she look so tired? Why does she blah, blah, blah. So that would be kind of a bummer. On the other hand, if I wore sweatpants, everybody would be like, what a fucking clown for wearing sweatpants on the red carpet. Like, this is a formal event. Why are you wearing sweatpants? Even if I styled them to make them look chic, there's still that risk. I would rather take the fashion risk and have to style sweatpants on the red carpet. Because here's why. I love a no makeup look. Like, I love not wearing makeup. I don't wear makeup super often in my day-to-day life. Like, I enjoy that experience. I love feeling like I'm free. I can rub my eyes. I can do whatever I want. But when you're on a red carpet, you're wearing something more formal. And I will say it looks a little bit mismatched to not be wearing makeup and then to be wearing a very formal dress. And that I don't like. And that's the only reason why I wouldn't choose that one. Styling sweatpants could be a fun challenge. And even though I might get made fun of, it would be a fun challenge. So I would say wear sweatpants on a red carpet. Next, would you rather only be able to wear all black or only be able to wear all white? I've never been a fan of like an all white look. Like, number one, it's very anxiety inducing because at any moment you are at risk of getting a stain, a day ruining stain. On top of that, it's just kind of flashy in a way. It's sort of bright and it draws attention to you. And I don't know, I just have never liked an all white look. Whereas I love an all black look. I love how chic and classic it can be. So I think it's pretty obvious. I would rather only be able to wear all black. Next, would you rather only be able to wear boots forever or only be able to wear sneakers? Okay, boots. It's boots for me. If you would have asked me this question 3 years ago, I would have said sneakers, but I love boots. Okay, I love, 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 love boots. There are so many different types. You have slightly little heeled boots. You have platform boots. You have every color you can imagine of boots. You have casual boots. You have more formal boots. Like, boots, they are just everything you could want in a shoe. They're the perfect shoe. And they're also comfortable. I own so many pairs of boots that are so comfortable, sometimes even more comfortable than a sneaker. Sneakers are very casual. They're never fancy or dressed up. They're pretty much always casual. And to be honest, it's very rare that I find a pair of sneakers that I like nowadays, just with my current style and what I've been into. It's very rare for me to find a pair that I enjoy. There are very few pairs out there. So I would have to choose boots because not only are they perfect, they're the perfect shoe. There's so many different shapes and sizes. Like they come in every shape and size, and they can serve endless purposes. Boots for life. Next, would you rather have to create a fashion show every month or have to go to a fashion show at some point every day? Creating a fashion show in a month would be extremely stressful because there's a lot that goes into it. You know what I mean? You have to come up with a concept, a theme, and then you have to design, 30 to 100 pieces, depending on how large your collection may be. Then you have to have somebody make the pieces. And then you have to design a venue for the fashion show to be held. All of that every month. Or have to go to a fashion show at some point every single day. That means picking out an outfit that's kind of elevated, if you will, every day, getting your hair and makeup done, getting your photos taken, going and sitting down, watching the show, and then going home. That's like a 4-hour ordeal every single day. And for what? No, I would rather have to create a fashion show every month because honestly, I think it would be a really fun challenge. There would probably be moments when I would have a meltdown or something, but I think it would be a fun challenge. And honestly, I enjoy going to fashion shows. I like being, present to see these clothes be debuted for the first time. I think it's inspiring in a lot of ways because I sort of look at fashion shows as more of like an art form rather than like a shopping opportunity. I'm kind of looking around like, oh, that's sort of an artistic way to do that or whatever. And I look at it more like that. And it's inspiring and it's exciting and whatever. But at the same time, all of the other stuff, like the getting ready, the having to take a bunch of photos, like all of that maybe is a little bit less intriguing for me. I would say it's fun every once in a while, maybe once or twice a year. But I don't know. Not every day. So creating a fashion show every month, that's the vibe. Next, would you rather only wear fitted clothing or only wear loose clothing forever? So I would say fitted clothing is not necessarily anything that's like so tight that you're like uncomfortable. But fitted clothing is something that fits you perfectly. You know what I'm saying? Something that fits you absolutely perfectly. It's a little snug maybe on your body, but it's not like uncomfortably tight. Whereas loose clothing is clothing that is not so loose to a point where, it looks like it's too large for you. But, there's a lot more breathing room. It's loose, it's comfortable, it's movable, whatever. This is really challenging for me because I like both so much. I love when something fits me perfectly and it sort of hugs my body properly. I also find fitted clothing can be comfortable as long as it's fitted properly. Whereas loose clothing, I love the way loose clothing looks. I think it can look really cool. And I also think it's extremely comfortable. But if I had to choose one for the rest of my life, I'd have to choose fitted clothing. Because as much as I love loose clothing, I do think that the look of things being more loose or more baggy is a little bit more trendy. Whereas fitted clothing is timeless. That will never not be in style. And so I'd have to go with that, even though I would be heartbroken to say goodbye to loose fitting stuff because especially recently, I've been loving it. I've been loving it. Somebody said, would you rather only have used designer clothing or only have new fast fashion clothing? So basically, you can either have only used clothing, but it's nice used clothing, or only be allowed to have new clothing, but it's all lower quality, mass produced, etc. Well, this one's extremely easy for me because a lot of my closet is used clothing and I have no issue with it. In fact, I love it. So I would very easily choose used designer clothing. I mean, that's like a dream come true. I actually love used designer clothing. A lot of times the price is right, for one. If you order it online, it might have a little stain. It might not be perfect, but the price is right and it's still really cute and very cool and very great, good quality. You know, the quality is still there. Just because it's used doesn't mean it's not an incredible piece that deserves a few more years of love. I really don't like sort of mass-produced fast fashion clothing pieces at all for infinite amounts of reasons. So I think that answer is pretty obvious. Also, like, used clothing is incredible as is, but used designer clothing is the best. It's the best because it's like, it's not $3,000, you know what I mean, for a pair of pants or a skirt. It's 1/10 of that. But yet the quality is still there. And maybe it's even a little bit worn in, which is kind of nice sometimes because it can make things more comfortable. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of used designer clothing. I'm on The RealReal, which is a website that basically sells like consigned designer clothing. Some of it is vintage. Some of it's newer and just been worn a few times. But I'm on The RealReal all the time searching for good deals and cool pieces on there. Like all the time. It's like a pastime for me. Like it's like, some people scroll through Instagram on a Tuesday afternoon. I'm on The RealReal trying to find cool things for a good price. But then I go and I scroll on Instagram after that, after I'm done. So it's, you know, it's just, anyway. Next, would you rather only be able to wear clothes from your teenage years or only be able to wear clothes that are specifically made for grandmas? Ouch. This is tough. Because as much as in theory I like the grandpa aesthetic, you know, I love sweater vests. I love cute little floral patterns. I love dress pants, things like that. Most grandmas are not actually dressing like that. Most grandmas are just wearing comfy stuff. You know, they're wearing Skechers and like a pair of sort of stretchy, comfy pants and maybe a sweater. And listen, I don't think that the reality of dressing in grandma clothing is something that I want to do. Not that there's anything wrong with grandma clothing. It's just, listen, it's not for me. Clothes that are marketed to old people are not cool. But there are a lot of older people who have badass style who are not buying that stuff. You know what I mean? They're not buying stuff that's marketed to old people. Would I like to dress as a cool grandma? Fuck yeah. But that's not the question today. The question is clothes that are marketed to old people. I'm not the biggest fan of my teenage style. It's not something that I'm excited to return to ever in my life. I don't think I ever will. But in this scenario, I think I'd have to choose that because I appreciate my style from when I was a teenager. Like there are things about it that were cute. I appreciate it. I don't regret it. I don't even really cringe at it because I'm like, listen, I was a teenager. I was having fun. I was wearing what I wanted to wear. It was cute. It was cute for the time. Do I want to wear it now? No, but I would rather wear it than wear Skechers in stretchy pants. You know what I'm saying? Although that could look kind of cool, maybe if done right, I don't want to take that risk. So teenage Emma would be coming back. Would you rather wear something weird that you like or wear something that you hate that everyone thinks is cute? I mean, it's very obvious to me in my head that I would rather wear something weird that I like because I do that sometimes even now. There have been moments in my life where I've fallen in love with a clothing piece and I've worn it publicly and people have been like, not that. We don't love that. What are those? What is that? You know what I mean? And even though it can be kind of frustrating at times to not receive love and excitement from people when you are excited about a piece of clothing, at the end of the day, if you like it and you're into it, that's all that matters. And that's what makes fashion fun, is you finding things that you like and you wearing them, not you finding things that other people like and then you wearing them. So I would rather wear something weird that I like. The thing is, wearing something that you don't really like, that everyone else thinks is cute, it defeats the whole purpose of what fashion is, because it's supposed to be about expressing you. Who are you? And being a little different and maybe trying something a little bit risky is important for starting new trends. A lot of times when trends start, they start as something kind of polarizing where, there's a handful of people that are like, wait, that's kind of cool. But most people are like, ew, whoa, what the fuck is that? Because it's unusual, There would be no evolution in trends if people didn't wear something weird that they liked that other people thought was not that cute. That's how trends start. That's how things evolve. And it's more fun for the individual. So there it is. Next. Would you rather have velvet hangers in your closet forever or only be able to get dressed without a mirror forever? If you've never used a velvet hanger, let me just paint a picture for you. It's 8 a.m. You have to go to work. You're picking out your outfit. You pull out a top, maybe a sweater, maybe a turtleneck sweater. Who knows? Maybe it's cold that day. And you're groggy. It's 8 a.m. You're tired. You're just, you had a few too many drinks last night, whatever. You want to just get dressed quickly and get out the door. You start taking your shirt and your turtleneck sweater off the hangers and, it's difficult. It's taking a minute or two. Why? Well, it's because you have velvet hangers. And clothing does not slip and slide on and off of a velvet hanger. No. A velvet hanger will fight you to the death to make sure that your clothing does not come off that fucking hanger. Velvet hangers are the most evil invention on planet Earth. The only time that they are not evil is when you're hanging up a jacket on them. Taking a shirt or a sweater on and off of a velvet hanger is an experience that will send you into a dark place for the rest of the day. There was a period of time when I had velvet hangers, and I will tell you, it was one of the darkest chapters of my life. I was miserable. Laundry was a nightmare of an experience. Putting my clothes on velvet hangers every week was such a time-consuming process. I needed to put it into my calendar. What normally would have taken 10 minutes was taking 40 minutes because of the velvet hangers. It is the worst thing you can do to your closet. Never buy velvet hangers. Metal hangers, plastic hangers, I don't care. Just don't do the velvet ones. You will thank me later. I get it. They look cute. They are not effective. They suck. And they are little devils, okay? They're little tiny, they're terrible. Getting dressed without a mirror, it's a bummer. I don't want to have to do that. Every time I stay in a hotel and there's no mirror to see my outfit, I literally am in shambles because I'm like, I don't know what this looks like. I need to set up my iPhone and lean it against the wall and take a video and check. It's a nightmare. But listen, the little iPhone trick does work. If you don't have a mirror, set up your camera on your phone, take a video, step back, do a little twirl. It does the trick. I would much rather never have a mirror to get dressed again than use velvet hangers, because velvet hangers, to me, are the utmost form of evil. Next, would you rather donate your favorite pair of jeans or donate all of your favorite accessories? This is tough. This is really tough because the perfect pair of jeans is not easy to come by, okay? Jeans are almost never perfect. And I know for me, I cherish my favorite pair of jeans because I know that they are one of one. You know, they're my favorite pair of jeans. They're molded to my body. They're reliable. They're comfortable. The perfect pair of jeans is like, it's a love affair. It's a serious love affair. Whereas accessories, they're replaceable. I love accessorizing. I love sunglasses. I love jewelry. I love accessories, but they're a little bit less personal. My favorite pair of jeans is personal to me. That is personal. So I would rather donate all of my accessories and just keep that pair of jeans because that pair of jeans will never fit anyone else as well as it fits me because they are my favorite pair of jeans. Whereas my accessories will look, those are for everyone. Everyone can use those. My favorite pair of jeans, those are mine. Would you rather only be able to wear a tank top with a skirt every day or only be able to wear an oversized tee with jeans every day? I'm going to go with a tank top and a skirt because I love that look. I'll always love that look for the rest of my life, I think. I think that's going to stick with me for life. I think that there's more ways to dress up and accessorize a tank top with a skirt than there is to accessorize an oversized tee with jeans. Like, an oversized tee with jeans is simply an oversized tee with jeans. There's no way to turn that into something else. Whereas a tank top with a skirt can be so many different things. You throw on a cardigan and loafers, it's kind of a preppy vibe. You throw on knee-high boots and like a sick pair of sunglasses, you look badass. You know, it's like it can be whatever you want it to be. So I'd have to choose that. Would you rather only wear monochromatic outfits or only wear very mismatched outfits? If you don't know what a monochromatic outfit is, it's basically just wearing all of one color. So all blue, all red, all white, all black, all beige, etc. This one's actually really challenging for me because I do love monochromatic outfits. I feel like monochromatic outfits are easy, they're effective, they always look good, they're reliable, they're the best, you know, but at the same time, that's not something I want to do every day. I sometimes get bored of that, you know. If anything, I choose that option when I'm in a more lazy mood because I don't really want to figure out how to pair a bunch of mismatched items together. But because in this Would You Rather, it's saying very mismatched outfits, not just mismatched outfits, like very mismatched outfits. I'm going to choose monochromatic outfits because although I do like, you know, mixing and matching and playing around with color and whatever, I don't like it when it's too out of control. And a monochromatic outfit always looks chic. It always looks cool. So I'm going to choose that. Would you rather only wear comfy stuff that's super ugly or only wear trendy stuff that's really itchy? I don't care what I'm wearing. I don't care how cute it is. I don't care how expensive it is. I don't care. If it's itchy, I'm not going to fucking wear it. I don't care. Itchiness is like my number one no-no. Some people, for some reason, can like handle it. Not me. I am really sensitive about how things feel on my body. If something's itchy, I'm out. It's going in the donate bin. It's gone. It's out of my life. I'm giving it to my mom. And then she's realizing it's itchy and then she's giving it away. It's out of my life. One way or another, itchy clothing pieces are not in my universe. So I would rather wear stuff that's ugly and super comfortable. I don't care. At the end of the day, my fashion philosophy is I need to feel physically comfortable or else there's no point. And you can easily wear stuff that is really cute but is also comfortable. You know, comfortable clothing is not limited to things being super oversized or super pajama-like. You know, something can be really comfortable but look really cool. Like I have pairs of dress pants, formal-looking dress pants that are kind of loose and they fit me perfectly and they're so comfortable. Like I could sleep in them. But they look put together, and that's my sort of priority when it comes to getting dressed in the morning. Do I feel physically comfortable? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, we're good to go. If the answer is no, we need to change because I'm going to be distracted by the uncomfortable sensation. It's all I'm going to be thinking about all day, and I'm just not going to enjoy life to the fullest. Next, would you rather have to wear Air Force Ones every day or wear parachute pants every day? Listen, I wore Air Force Ones every single day for like 3 years when I was a teenager. And they're a great classic shoe, don't get me wrong. But I also refuse to ever wear a pair again because I wore them way too much to a point where I can't even look at them anymore. At least on myself. I can't even look at them anymore. They make me sick because it's just like I wore them to death. Parachute pants, not my favorite type of pants, okay? But I can imagine styling them in so many different ways. You could wear them with sneakers, a sweater, and sort of have like a sporty, chill look. You could wear them with high-heeled boots and like a tight top, and like it could be a going out to dinner vibe. A lot more versatility. And I just can't ever look at Air Force Ones again. But also Air Force Ones, they're just not really my style anymore. And so, no. Would you rather be chic or grungy all the time? I would rather be chic. Because although it can be kind of fun to sort of have a grunge vibe, have things be a little rough around the edges, whatever, as fun as that can be, I don't know. I just think that being chic, classic, it's the best. It's the best. I love it. I love the way it makes me feel. I feel sort of put together and sort of clean and classy. And I like that feeling. And as much as I think it can be fun to sort of have a grunge look, I don't think that's something I want to do every day. Like, it's something I do every once in a while when I'm feeling it. I'm in the mood. I wake up one morning and it's just like a grungy outfit day. But it doesn't happen that often. And honestly, recently, it hasn't really happened at all. Would you rather only be able to shop at one store of your choosing for the rest of your life, and that's it, or only be able to shop at stores that you didn't choose, but there's 50 different stores? Like, you have a bunch of different store options, but you don't get to choose them. And there's a good chance that they won't be ones that you like or are obsessed with. I would rather have 50 different store options. No, you know what? No. I would rather choose one store and shop there for the rest of my life. I don't know what that store would be. The problem is, I don't know if I'm allowed to choose a department store. Because if I'm allowed to choose a department store, that's easy because there's a billion different brands. But I have a feeling that that's not the case. I have a feeling it's one brand. I would still rather choose one brand. I don't know what that brand is, It might be, oh my God. Okay, I'm actually not just saying this because I love them and work with them, but honestly, I could easily shop at Aritzia and only Aritzia for the rest of my life. They have everything, you know what I mean? They have comfy clothes, they have workout clothes, they have everything. So I'd rather choose one store, and it would probably be Aritzia too. I swear to God that was not planned. Like, I'm not being paid to say that right now in this current moment, okay? Yes, we do work together. In this moment, I am unbiased. Next, never be able to style your hair again or never be able to wear makeup again. Honestly, I don't really style my hair to begin with. Like, I just wake up and I'm like, this is what it is today. So I'd rather never style my hair again because I don't do that anyway. Like, if I'm getting all dolled up, I'm doing my makeup. That means doing my makeup. My hair, maybe I run the straightener through it, maybe. But I'm not good at doing hair. I'm better at doing makeup, and I like wearing makeup more than I like doing my hair. So I would have to choose never styling my hair again. Last but not least, would you rather have obnoxiously colored hair or have a buzz cut for the rest of your life? I would choose the buzz cut. I would choose the buzz cut because imagine having bright green hair and wanting to wear like a blue button down and jeans. it wouldn't work. It wouldn't match. A buzz cut matches everything. And honestly, I mean, I think it can look cool, you know? It's kind of scary. It's a risky move because I don't know what I'd look like with a buzz cut. Because some people look incredible with a buzz cut. Some people, it maybe doesn't flatter them as much. I don't know where I fall on that scale. So it would be a risk. Although everybody says that you should shave your head at least once in your life. Who knows? I might do it one day. I don't really have any interest in it though. To be honest, that's not really my journey right now. Like it's not appealing to me. It is appealing to me sometimes actually because it's so low maintenance and it can be a really cool look, but no, I just don't think it's for me. I'm going to leave that for other people. And I just don't really like obnoxiously colored hair. Like it's not my style at all. I get the appeal for some people. It's fun and stuff and whatever, but no. That's it. That's it, you guys. That's it. Would you rather fashion edition in the can? Done. Let me know if you disagree with me on any of these. Feel free to DM me on Instagram at anything goes or tweet me at AG Podcast. Let me know what you think. Yeah, that was really fun. Although it kind of made me like mentally exhausted. Like, why am I mentally exhausted? I kind of chose this topic today because I was like, this is going to be like so fun and it's not going to make me mentally exhausted. I don't know what, like now I need to take a fucking nap after that. Like making choices like that. I don't know. That was, I have fatigue now from that. So I'm going to go take a nap, but thank you for listening and thank you for hanging out. I appreciate your love and support and your open ear every week. It means a lot to me. And if you want, you can subscribe to Anything Goes on any platform you stream podcasts. You can follow Anything Goes on Instagram at Anything Goes or on Twitter at AG Podcast. You can check out my coffee company, chamberlaincoffee.com, and you can use code AG15 for a special Anything Goes listener discount. Pick up some coffee, pick up some tea, pick up some coffee accessories. It's all on there. It's all happening. And until next week, keep slaying out there. Keep rocking on. Keep being awesome. Keep being kind and loving person. And if you're not in a kind and loving mood, that's fine. There's always next week for that. You know, just keep doing your best and keep being awesome. Okay, talk to you next week. Love you guys. Bye.